Adidas versus Puma, the bitter family rivalry that fueled an industry. Puma and Adidas are two of the world's biggest sport brands. But did you know that both brands were founded by two brothers? From working hard and making shoes in a laundry room to becoming a global power in the sports industry. For most of us, a little fight with our sibling is something that we don't give much importance to, because the next day it's forgotten and forgiven. But in some exceptional cases, these small rivalries led to the division of big multinationals. The most famous feud is between Dassler brothers, founders of Adidas and Puma. In fact, this fight went so far that it led to the division of an entire town. In this video, we'll be taking a deep dive into this family rivalry that took over the sports industry. Without further ado, let's dive into the video. This incredible story starts in Herzogenaurach, a small German town, today considered as a legendary place in the sports world and a place where these two brothers, Adolf, Adi, and Rudolf, founded and successfully ran their shoe shop together in the 1920s. The first company was founded in the aftermath of World War I, when the Allies put harsh economic sanctions on Germany, which lost the war and was in an economic crisis. Germany was in a state of massive inflation and high unemployment. So Adi decided to create his own company by making shoes in his mother's laundry. After 3 years, the company had grown so much that he decided to partner up with his brother Rudolf. Rudolf was supposed to take care of the business, and Adi looked after the production. Soon they changed the name of the company to Dassler's Brothers Shoe Factory. In 1932, Adi fell in love with the 16-year-old girl Katie. After their marriage, things started to change between the two brothers. Rudolf wasn't happy about his brother's wife because of her involvement in the family business, knowing she had no experience at all. After some time, their running and football shoes became very popular among athletes. Among those athletes, the popular American sprinter Jesse Owens. Adi and his friend Joe Weiser offered specially designed shoes to many contestants, including Jesse Owens. Jesse was so impressed by the shoes designed and crafted by Adi. They were made of resilient leather and had long hand-forged spikes, which helped sprinters to better their start by having a better grip. By offering Jesse Owens these shoes, Adi took a big risk because at that moment in Germany, Hitler was ruling. Nevertheless, he took the risk, and it went very great, because Owens won gold in his 100 meters and also at 3 other events. Having the fastest man in the world wearing Adidas shoes was in fact a genius marketing idea. It was only the first form of influencer marketing, still used today when taking a look to the big contracts offered to athletes as Cristiano Ronaldo, Neymar, or Messi. This strategy gave the company, after World War II, a significant boost in sales and brand awareness. In 1945, Rudolf fled the front and was later arrested on his way back. In fact, his brother gave the information to the US occupiers to get him out of the way. As the old saying goes, this was the straw that broke the camel's back. Both brothers hated each other and went their own ways. The war began. The hate was so strong that they decided to also split their business. They moved to different sides of the riverbanks, and the employees of the former company had to choose between the two brothers. This marked the birth of two global sports giants. Adi founded Adidas, and Rudolf founded Puma. After choosing a company, all employees were forbidden to go to the other side of the river. Each side of the river had its own bakery, bars, and also its own sports club. This family fight led literally to the division of an entire town. The rivalry was very bitter. Klaus-Peter Gabelin, of the local Heritage Association, said once that there was a time when you would have risked the wrath of colleagues, friends, and family if, as an employee of one company, you married the other company's employee. Even religion and politics were different. Puma was seen as Catholic and politically conservative, and on the other hand, Adidas was considered as Protestant and socially democratic. After some time, Adidas was given the name the shoemaker of the nation. Additionally, the German football team won the World Cup in Bern, Switzerland, and all the players were wearing Adidas shoes. Adidas had a close relationship with Germany's national football team, as mentioned by the legendary German footballer Uwe Seeler. When visiting Adidas, it seemed like home. He also shared that many business matters with Adidas felt informal and pleasant. Everyone liked them. Due to this close customer relationship, Adidas noticed a significant growth. The company, employing approximately 39,000 people, was a bigger company than its competitor Puma, with only 9,000 employees. Adidas was the leading sports goods manufacturer in Germany, but also worldwide. Puma was smaller, but at the time the only serious competitor, and this is maybe the reason that both companies continued to fight for years. Adidas and Puma worried about corporate espionage with several unsolved cases of bugged telephones, which led to the development of mutual distrust and suspicion. The end of this eventful decade was marked in the Olympic Games held in Mexico City in 1968, at the beginning of a new era in the sports world that disturbed the basic business principles of the sports industry. The time when sportsmen had no professional management and no sponsoring contracts, both companies sent their representatives, who convinced the athletes to represent their brand with more than $10,000 in cash, which was an incredibly huge amount at this time. This gave birth to a new chapter in sports marketing industry. Today, Herzogenaurach, the small town in Germany, is still the home of both companies. Adidas only generates about 5% of its turnover in Germany, but the company stayed true to its roots and decided to keep its headquarters in the small town. The Dassler brothers haven't managed to live in harmony with each other, and this family rivalry has been inherited to their sons. Even when Rudolf, the founder of Puma, died in 1974, his brother Adi didn't attend his funeral. Neither Puma nor Adidas is now run by one of the descendants. The brothers are dead now, and Puma is mainly owned by the French luxury goods maker PPR, and Adidas is owned by several small shareholders. But still, both the companies have their headquarters in Herzogenaurach. The small town of cobbled streets and half-timbered houses still matters to both companies. Only the employees have been replaced by young and sporty employees from over the world, focusing on design, marketing, brand awareness, which have the ability to communicate with customers in English. After decades of conflict, Adidas and Puma made a symbolic peace with a friendly game in 2009. This game was the first initiative of the two multinationals, which took place on United Nations World Peace Day. They were able to stay friendly on the pitch, but they will forever remain rivals on the market. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to subscribe and activate notifications for more interesting videos. Cheers!